All right, let's demonstrate just a couple Excel functions and talk a little bit about the time value of money. The time value of money is basically based on the concept that $1 today is worth more than $1 in the future. Now, you all know that because you recognize that the purchasing power of $1 goes down over time, right? Think about what a quart of milk cost or a gallon of milk cost 5 years ago versus today. It's much more. And most items go up. The prices go up because we experience inflation. There are certainly exceptions, right? Price of gas can go up and down. Though over long periods of time, I think we've seen the price of gas go up. Computer costs due to changes in technology can go up and down. But if we were to consider just basic commodities that don't change, like, I don't know, oats or wheat, right? Basic commodities. Over periods of time, we see that they go up in price. So time value of money lets us do calculations to figure out what's the value of the dollar or the value of an item or the value of many dollars at different points in time. Okay, so here's just a quick example. Let's assume the future value is $1 million and the appropriate discount rate would be 6%. Now, in this case, why am I using 6%? I'm going to assume that the long-term market rate that you could invest on your funds is 9%, but inflation is 3%. So you would earn a real rate of 6%. So let's say you want to have $1 million in your retirement account. You're going to retire in 20 years. Well, how much would you need to put away today that would grow to that amount? And we can calculate that with the present value function. Let me demonstrate it. You just type in equal PV. Now you can do this with a calculator. You can do it with the formula approach. I probably have videos that illustrate both of those, but certainly if I don't, you can find many other videos that will demonstrate this. I'm going to click on insert function and we're going to jot in the rate. Now, move this over to the side. The rate is given in cell C2. Number of periods is 20. There's no payment in this instance, and the future value is $1 million. Now, understand that financial calculators and Excel assumes that positive cash flows or cash inflows are generated as a positive number. Cash outflows are generated as a negative number. So in this situation, what we want to know is what would be the value of $1 million. I'm going to enter that as a positive number, and the answer will come back negative. And that means we have to make a deposit or give up $311,804 today. And if we earn 6% per year for the next 20 years, that will grow to be $1 million. Now, once you understand that, you probably just want to know how much do you have to put away today. Just put a negative after the equal, and it'll flip the sign for you. Okay, other ways to do that, instead of entering it as a negative, instead of putting a negative in front of it, what you could do is reverse your formula here. It's on the wrong cell. Let me call that up again. And then what you could do is say, well, okay, I recognize that's what I'm going to have. Why don't I approach it this way? I'm not going to have $1 million now, so that I have 311 today. Okay, so you have a bunch of different ways that you can calculate this. Now, quite frankly, I'm going to go back. Would probably do it. Just put a negative in front so I recognize what that amount means. All right, now, next I want to demonstrate Excel's payment. All right, so now you don't have $311,804. socked away, but you want to have $1 million 20 years from now. Well, you can use the Excel's payment. It considers the time value of money. Equal PMT, hit the left parenthesis. I'm going to hit insert function, and I'm going to then put in the information it wants. All right, so now I'm over on this side. Let me see if I can move this where you can see it. I think that'll work. So the rate is given in 6%. Right, the number of periods is still 20. At this point, we have nothing saved, but we know we want a future value equal to that amount, $1 million. And I'm going to hit OK, and it tells you that your payment would be $27,184.56 per year. So if you put away $27,184.56 cents a year starting 1 year from now, it will grow to be $1 million. And again, just put a negative if you wanted to see that as a positive answer. Okay, this is just a brief demonstration of time value of money and how Excel can solve time value of money problems for you. I'm just demonstrating present value and payment.